Arc 1, Issue 15. Vic looks around frantically. Surely there is something they can do. Allura, please, help! Weakly, Allura stumbles over to Amara and Vic. She falls to the ground, cradling the girl in her arms. Nature's tribunal, she starts with a cough. Guide my hand. Bless this soul with new life. Allura places her slender, ash-covered hand on Amara's face, channeling a soft white light into the girl's eyes. A moment passes, and Allura withdraws. Amara lies still for a moment longer, hesitant to open her scorched eyes. The flesh of her eyelids feels scarred, and the meat of her eyes themselves bears a pain like none she has known. Yet, as Allura's magic takes hold, the pain subsides, at least in part. Amara opens her eyes and can see once more. Gods above, below, and sideways. You are a miracle worker, Allura. Amara forces herself into a sitting position against the wall. That could have been bad. Can you, Eric starts with a crack in his voice, fix my beard? Oh, Allura hesitates to answer. We can trim off the bad parts later, if it pleases you. Eric's head drops. Oh. The group takes a moment to catch their breath, with Allura doling out simple snacks to boost morale. Each person drains a considerable portion of their water skins. After about an hour, Amara stands, albeit still a tad bit shakily. Next door, yeah? What's next? The group looks over the last two remaining doors. Only the skull and the gear remain. Skull would be next, clockwise, says Vic, with a tremble in his voice. Are we ready for that? We don't know what's behind either, Amara ponders, which could be better. We could flip a coin. Eric sets his hammer on his back, pacing the main chamber. Wouldn't it make sense to think Skull is a fight? Vic nods, adjusting his glasses. Yes. However, knowing Kerr, Gear could just as easily be a fight with an automaton. Allura takes pause, thinking. Hold a moment. I have one last big thing I can do today. After this, my magical force will be expended until we take a full rest. Allura holds her holy symbol, the mark of nature's tribunal, the elven gods of Greenwood. With the last of her might, she wards herself and her friends from a modicum of harm. The group begins to glow with the pale light, as if the midnight moon were shining through them. Thanks, Allura, Amara says with new resolve. So, skull or gear? Last call. Eric draws his maul once more, a fire's light shining in his stony eyes. I want to beat the shell out of something. I guess I have a little magic left for a fight, Vic says timidly. His fears are grounded in not only concern for himself, but also for those around him. Collectively, they barely survived the last room. I am down to basics now, magically. Allura tightens her grip on her staff. But do not let that fool you into thinking I am without power. Amara nods, drawing her short sword. A fight it is, then. Let's go, Skull. Show us what you got. Amara takes the charge through the skull door, with Eric a half step behind. Allura and Vic share a cautious glance, then follow suit. The group finds themselves in a large cage with dark stone surrounding the outside of the thick iron bars. Pools of dried blood cover the ground, the only remains of fights from ages past. Out of the shadows stomps a lumbering beast, bearing a vaguely human face affixed a massive, muscular, beast-like body. A long tail curls around the monster, with a bulbous tip adorned with a scorpion stinger at the end. It stands as the group enters, speaking in a thick, ghastly, ancient tongue. Oh, gods be with us. Allura holds her staff firmly in front of her. Eric's eyes go wide, in part from fear, but equal part admiration. A Curran manticore! I've read about these. Eric shifts his grip on his maul, taking a stance as he prepares to pounce. I don't care what it is, it dies! The manticore cackles a sick laugh, belching bits of bone and sinew. It speaks again in a tongue no ear has heard for centuries. Amara readies her blade as Eric vibrates with anticipation. Allura holds firm with her staff imbued with ancient magic. Vic stares in wonder and horror, And the manticore? Well, die now. Fresh kill, the manticore says in the common tongue.